we were debating if you were real or if you were like an incarnation of our more primal desires.
That would make me no less real, though.
Yeah. Wow.
Depends on how you look at it.
So it's not really a question of if I'm real or that. It's am I that,
and
as well as whatever else I
and
might
the
be.
manifestation of my most primal desires. I guess we're gonna find out. But I was segueing so beautifully into our affiliate. What do I call this? Advertisement?
Oh, wait, yes, but wait, I have a question.
Okay,
I see a really, really brightly coloured thing in Jess's hand there. That looks really cool. What's that?
That is going to be what I'm going to be playing with tonight in terms of like feeling, because I cannot keep my hand still, and it's squishy and it's made of silicon and it's giant, and I can throw it at the invisible person behind me and it will do minimal damage. It's good. Can't lose it. Take it to a festival, drop it on the ground. Oh, guess what? It's not gone. I can still see it.
And where might one get something like that?
The Rainbow Chonkalicious here you can get from Fruit Bowl Dice. It's in the individual dice section or in Fresh Produce or Shop All.
And if someone bought that, they could probably get a free gift too if they use the affiliate code Crit and Miss.
That is definitely correct.
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to buy one because you lost me at minimal damage.
Well, depends. Look, I'm not very good at throwing, you see, like, so I'll just be like, whereas if somebody like you, nice and beefy, throw it at somebody, you can. It
comes down to the user. It comes down to your strength.
It comes down to the exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if someone loaded that up in a slingshot, not only would it do regular slingshot damage, I think, or maybe a little less, but it would do additional psychic damage because you've just been beamed in the head by a rainbow-colored D20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know what to do after you finish watching tonight's episode. Go on Temu, buy yourself a slingshot, go on Fruit Bowl Dice, buy yourself a giant D20, and third, hit the gym because you're going to need those extra... that extra protein to really get that draw strength going on. Speaking of draw strength, Mark, I'm going to hand it back over to you to draw from us our strongest performance of the season. I don't know.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're prepared to give your strongest performance of the season because we're approaching the end of chapter 1. So once we deal with the remaining rooms of the dungeon that we're currently in, most of what we're going to be doing for the rest of the evening will be kind of roleplay heavy. So we're going to need those peak performances from you guys. So I'm really hoping that everyone's ready. It should be interesting. Should be a lot of fun. There'll be a bit of theater of mind action. Yes.
I can interject. I do wonder. It often helps me when I'm role playing to have some kind of music or
some ambience.
This is a great point. Now we have some friends that are really, really helpful in this regard. I do believe
Green Day
them as the wonderful.
Opeth.
Sure. Or perhaps tabletopaudio.com.
Yes.
That's just as good.
There you go. I get tabletopaudio.com and Green Day mixed up all the time.
I mean, fair enough. I'm also a massive fan of Green Day. So,
Tabletopaudio.com is the Green Day of ambient music.
Ambience, that's right. That's what people say. They say that. Yeah. We said it in Rolling Stone magazine, and we're saying it right.
I'm not a fan of daytime, no matter what color it is.
You're so hilarious.
That's a deep cut that I don't think I get.
That's fine.
I don't do that. They lost me.
I got it. It took me a few seconds. But the cogs turned over and I got it, which means I'm going to have a good night tonight. Make sure you check out tabletopaudio.com if you want to have some audio for your at-home game. Doesn't matter what you're running, sci-fi, horror, fantasy.
All things.
Check it out.
3 genres: sci-fi, horror, and sci-fi horror.
Sci-fi, horror, fantasy. That's the only.
All the genres.
That's it. That's the only genres there are. All right. There's
That's
no comedy, drama, romance. Fuck that shit. Sci-fi, fantasy, horror.
All right. Well, speaking of sci-fi, fantasy, horror, you guys are currently in the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Who would like to begin recounting what you remember from last time.
What do I even remember from last time? I should write
Hasn't been that
stuff
long.
down.
It wasn't. To be honest, I don't think there was much. We didn't. Oh God. Right. All right. I'll go first.
Yes. Take one or two for the team.
Qualak told me to go into. Qualak told me not to even check the door and let me enter the door. And he said, just go down that stairs. Just go down that stairs. Don't worry about it. Just go down that stairs. So we went down the stairs and we bumped. Leo went down, little red devil thing as he is. And then he bumped into like a ghost. And the ghost wanted to clean, but she didn't do. She only cleaned in regular spaces. And I think that's the cleaner that I have in my house. But she only cleans in certain spaces. And then we walked into another room, and then I went in and we found all the treasure. And then there was a hat, and there was some gold, and then there was a like a thing, like a snowy thing that the scary lady with the scary sword, like went, and then it was all snow. Then we went into another room, and then Qualak liked a big hug off this really scary monster. And I thought if I hit this scary monster, he was going to leave go of Qualak. And he was going to stay where he was staying, and then the scary monster was going away. It didn't. It took Qualak with him. And then Leo went in, and I'm going to close the door.
I love it. Thank you very much. All right, who wants to go next? All right, go. Jess, you're up.
I mean, Flower Child got most of it right, but actually Qualak said not to go in through the door and that we should plan, and there was talking, and so we went inside a little bit, just a little bit, and then Leo went downstairs a bit, and he was gone for a while, and then Qualak said that we should be respectful because someone lives here, so I took my shoes off, and then we went downstairs. And Leo was talking to a spooky ghost lady, and then Qualak put his hand in the spooky ghost lady. She didn't like that very much. And then she's like, yeah, scary stuff happens further in. I stopped paying attention at that point. I went to go listen at the door, and then Flower Child come up, and he said, I got you back. You just open the door. And so I opened the door, and nothing happened. And so I felt a little bit empowered by this. And so I went to a different door, and then Flower Child opened that door, and we just started opening doors. I mean, I don't think that's what Qualak wanted. I think he wanted us to sort of take this carefully, but we didn't. And so then we opened another door, and there was all treasures in there. Snow globe, and then there was a book, and then they were arguing over the book. That was a bit boring. And then we opened another door, and then there was these scary things with like claws, and one of them gave Qualak a hug. And it all happened really fast. Somehow he ended up further in the room, and Leo went in there. I don't even remember what happened, but I think they're all dead now. Yeah.
Love it. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, we got 3 more. Who's up?
I'll go.
Yeah.
So, we had entered into this monastery in the Shadowfell, uncertain of what awaited us in a monastery in the Shadowfell. I got bored. I entered early, and I met this lovely cleaning person who doesn't appear to be as rich as I thought they were by their name. You shouldn't go running off like that, young man. You really shouldn't. Shut up. Anyways, we discovered a bunch of cool items. I found a golden helmet that I think would look really cool on Sir Goodman. It does look very cool, yeah. But there's like a feeling going around, and everyone's getting affected by this feeling of loneliness. Everyone is feeling really lonely at the moment, and there's these creatures around that are trying to hug people, and I managed to stun one of them that was attacking the monkey man, but now I might be in trouble. Well, don't worry, young man, I'll come and help you soon.
Excellent. Thank you very much. All right, Sven or Geoff, who's up?
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. Doctor's log. Date estimated still around 10th or 11th of Alturiac 1493. It's certainly been a long day. Qualak believes we need to be more cautious. Flower Child doesn't seem to understand this message and opened the door to the stairs downward, triggering a trap apparently. Similarly, Leo bolted down too and seemed to strike up a conversation with someone or something down the stairs. It turned out to be some kind of spirit. He enlightened the being to our presence, and we cautiously made our way down. The ghost works for Dolander, under a large pay that's gone to his family. He told some of the restless spirits in the room, told us some restless spirits in the tomb that he avoids. We proceeded to a room full of artifacts on clearly trapped pillars. Trax took a sketch of the map on the drift globe. The pillars also warning us that, warned that we may not leave. So that's great. The party took all the obviously cursed items, and we journeyed on. We were accosted by a strange humanoid creature with 4 arms, known as a sorrow spawn. Maurice came from nowhere with a magic arrow around the corner. We find ourselves once again fighting for our lives. We can only hope that the warning on those pillars were a bluster.
Excellent. Excellent, thank you. And last but definitely not least, Sven.
Previously, on Vecna, Eve of Ruin, Qualak had learned a number of things. First, his knowledge of social norms when it comes to the undead might be a little bit lacking. Note to self, maybe perform a little bit more research on this point in the future. Find better ways to interact with them, better ways to manipulate them. And postscript, do not stick your hand inside of a ghost without their prior invitation to do so. The second thing that Qualak learned is that one is indeed the loneliest of numbers. Infused in this place, we began to feel a sense of deep loneliness. And one, that is the number of rounds it took to take Qualak down to half of his hit points. I feel as though we are drawing ever closer to our final goal, that is the Crevice of Dusk, this place where the boundaries between the planes of existence, namely the Shadowfell, where we now find ourselves, and Neverwinter, where hopefully one day we will return to. This place is close by. That's enough for me tonight.
And with that, thank you very much. We find ourselves in a situation you'll have all in one way or another described. I just need to check something on here. Yeah, I did forget a little something when it came to the initiative last time. Elden Keyword didn't get added to the combat tracker, so he is now in there, and will perhaps take an action at the beginning of combat to make up for the fact that he didn't do one last turn. Other than that, here we are, folks, back in the Shadowfell, back in the Dolondar tomb. In the middle of a fight with a couple of lonely Sorrowsworn, Leo has been absconded into the room, but Qualak appears to be clear and back out here, and we were at the top of the initiative order, I do believe, so.
We did have a new card drawn from the deck of Plane of Ruin by none other than Kiran himself. It's really hard to read on the overlay, which I should probably do something about, but this one is Scorching Tide from the Elemental Plane of Fire, and it reads, the following. When combat begins, all creatures gain vulnerability to fire damage until the end of the encounter. Fire damage dealt by spells or effects increases by 1d4. We'll see if anyone.
What happens if you're resistant to fire damage?
I'll leave that
They
up to
would
the-
cancel each other out, and you would be at regular damage for fire, I would say. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a thing, and it does say when combat begins. This combat's already begun, but I think it should count, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's cool.
I agree. Okay, with that, Eldon Keyword will kind of snap out of it and step into action at the beginning at the top of the round before we kick into actual initiative order. Seeing that you've been quite wounded, Qualak, he looks over to you and he lifts a hand, and you can see him kind of extended out towards you as he just kind of finds the right words. It's all right, friend. You'll make it. You're going to make it. He casts Healing Word on you.
It's about time you did something. Can't you see? I'm at death's door.
Now let's see how many times you can do this. It's only a level 1. That's all we can do with it, but that's going to be what's that? 4 plus his spellcasting ability modifier, which is Wisdom 3. So you'll get 7 hit points back from that.
Oh, I live forever now. Oh, thank you so very much, Elden Kiwa.
Yeah, and then he's going to move himself over to sort of like stand next to you, so they can see one of the bad guys. I believe that one's stunned, right?
Stunned, yeah.
Yeah, with his action, he's going to, using the same hand, he gathers some of the radiant energy that he just projected to Qualak, but this time it takes flame, and he projects a couple of bursts towards the creature, using his radiant... okay, so Elden just rolled a nat 20.
Whoa!
Yep. So
Elden.
he's going to deal 27 radiant damage to this creature. Completely and utterly obliterating it. And then he turns to you, Qualak, and he's like, "Are you okay, friend?"
That's a little bit better. In the future, though, if you could do 27 points of healing and 7 points of damage, I would prefer that. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, that's not exactly how it worked. But yes, okay, no worries. And with that, we will go to the top of the round. Now, it would have been that creature's turn, but it's now kind of completely
It can take
gone.
its turn to continue being dead.
It continues to vaporize and ends up being maybe a little bit of dust and ash on the ground, but otherwise, it is Flower Child 4's turn.
Flower Child 4. All right. So we just closing the door?
No!
No?
The young master's in there!
Wait, I didn't see him. He's in
He's in there!
He's not. He's in the room with all the other stuff. I didn't see him go in.
Oh, close the door. It's
Don't
alright.
close this door.
He can handle himself. I'm sure he'll be
Are
fine.
you sure he's in there?
I'm sure!
How do you
I've never
know?
been more certain of anything in my life.
Let me have a look. I'm gonna have a look and then close it. I'll close it after. Ah, he's in here. He's in here.
That's what I said!
Ah, shit. There's another one in here as well.
Ah,
I think that's 25 foot I moved. All right, I'm gonna try and hit it.
good luck!
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh, no, yeah, that does not hit.
And
I'm
it's because
afraid.
you're still Flower Child 4. So
I know. But I have a heroic inspiration, so I'm gonna use that.
No
and
problem.
try and hit him again. Oh, fuck it hell.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Okay, that's a problem. I just have to check something. Is Leo grappled, or is he just in the room and this one? He didn't
That's
get that. No, he won't. Yeah.
No.
All right. So, let's see. Oof. Okay, dirty 20's gonna hit you, Flower Child, I believe. So this one, as you rolled a nat 1 on your attack. Well, hang on. You would have had advantage, right?
No, I had advantage, so I didn't. I rolled an 11, so I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Never mind. Ignore that then.
All right, so this is the second attack in theory. Let's see. Come on. There are 16. Perfect.
Nice. Yeah,
Okay.
that hits.
It doesn't do much damage because I'm not in the raging. That's 11 points of damage.
11. Yep. And again, like with the other one, and other kinds of regular damage, you'll find that it's not quite doing as much as you would hope. Oops, that's not the right
Oh,
one.
he's dead!
Oh,
I
die.
killed
No,
him!
he's
He's
not.
dead.
He's dead!
Oh no, he came back to life.
Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I'm dead.
Yeah, like you hit it and you can feel it's just like, normally when you hit something, bones break and like, muscles start to give way, and that's really not happening with this guy. You can see a little bit of impact, but yeah, it's not hurting as
Is
much
this
as you think
because
it
of the
should.
light switch? Because we did figure that out.
Oh, you did? Okay,
We
yeah,
did
never mind. In
figure
that
that
case, it does full damage. So I forgot about that. Let's take another 5 off of that. Cool, done.
That's me.
Okay, no problem. With that, thank you very much. It is now Sir Altus Goodman.
I will run straight in. If I go through, like, next to Leo, are we saying there's enough room there, or is it not going to work?
I mean, technically you're not supposed to, but I'll allow it's fine.
All right, I'll squeeze in here. Excuse me, excuse me. Sorry. Just and I'm going to do an attack.
Like if that was an enemy in Leo's spot, no way. But
Yeah.
it's yeah.
I will attack once with steel, and that is going to be a 28 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I will also use my tactical master push to push the creature 10 feet away, straight away from me.
Slams into that wall. So give me your regular damage, then roll me a strength check at the same time as you, on top of that.
This is just a straight check, a strength check.
Yeah.
I'll roll the damage at the end.
Yeah, cool, no problem.
That's just going to be. This for the strengths is going to be 17.
Yeah, cool. So add an additional d6 to your damage roll for the impact of it hitting the wall.
D6 is going to be 3.
Yep, cool. And your actual damage?
The actual damage from the attack is going to. That looks like an 11.
Yep, it is. Around cool, so 14 damage in total.
And that's just my first attack, and I'm going to follow up. So I'll run up past, and do another attack. And I say, "Don't you dare hurt the young master!" I will roll my attack again.
I thought Neverwinter was your master. Why are you calling this person your master?
Oh yeah, it's a tiered system. So we've got Neverwinter as the top spot, and then you have Leo as the second top spot. This is going to be fun.
Do me a favor, roll that attack again, as you hear in your mind during out, yes, have at thee!
It's a steel being getting really into it. A crit!
Boom, and that's why I asked you to re-roll. Go ahead and roll crit damage.
I wonder if
That's
steel.
perfect. It's perfect crit. So roll click on you. In that case, never mind. I'll just add an 8 to this. What was that, Sven?
I wonder if
So it'll be
Steel
19.
remembers that his name is Never Ember and not Neverwinter. That's the name of the city that he was.
Sir Aldous Goodman has gotten in trouble for making that mistake before, and it's canonically a problem that he has where he gets confused, so Steele is very alert to this possibility. He says, "No, it's never Ember."
Look,
Also,
have another mind.
Also, it's just you'll notice with that like because you are trying to protect the young master, right? Like you're striking at this creature to protect Leo, which is generally the kind of action that you're familiar that Steel is happy about. So he was Steel was getting particularly behind that attack. And that blow has opened a gash across this thing's chest. It's now leaking, I guess, ichor at this point. It wouldn't be blood on an undead anymore, would it? Like, unless it was a vampire that, I don't know. It's leaking stuff. And it's not looking so good. Yeah.
It's leaking unidentified bodily fluids. Don't get it in your mouth.
I'm going to sap it, so it gets disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay. Let's give it a disadvantage marker. Lovely. Cool. That it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to immediately attempt to strike back. So disadvantage on that attack roll, as you said. Getting an 8 with a 2 on the dice. And then second, so it's only on its next attack.
Yeah,
The
so
disadvantage?
the next attack will be fine.
Yep, so flat roll on that one, rolled a 3. So it tries to, it lashes out with both of its hooked, the hooked limb things, lashes out with two of them, trying to dig them into Ultras, and doesn't even come close. It barely even scrapes the armor. It's just, you've done enough damage to this. It's just starting to reel a little bit now. Ain't looking good for this thing. With that,
Ultras has never looked more heroic. And Leo sort of has kind of dismissed this guy as a bit comical, funny guy, but he's like, whoa.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. All right, Doc Hobble, you're up, buddy.
Well, you just know what I've got to do.
What's that?
So let's see now. 10 feet to here. 16 feet to here. Make sure we've still got the same card on. Yes, we do.
Yes, we
Looking
do.
forward to this. Firebolt.
Good.
Let's go.
Bolt.
Yes.
Fireball.
Specifically at the bad guy. I'm not doing any PvP here.
Yep, no problem. 15.
To hit.
That
Borderline.
just hits.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Eh?
So that's going to be, how much additional damage is it on fire spells, Sven? What did it say?
Just an additional 1d4, so it's not huge, but might be enough.
But it makes it vulnerable, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so yes, it does. So roll a d10 for fire, whatever your fireball damage is, at 2 or
2d10?
something. Yep, so that plus a d4, and then we'll double that. So 8.
And d4 coming up. So that was a pretty crappy. Oh, good heavens!
And mine's still 18.
18
Double to 18.
points of fire damage.
Yep.
Dead.
Yeah. You strike it dead in the face, and you can see it sears off a lot of what was left. There was a bit of flesh left on there from whatever this thing was. Now it's just skull. But it's still standing. Anything else?
At that point, I'll just say, "What? Are you kidding?" All right. And then, have I got enough movement left? I hope it's 35 and not 30. Yep, 35. Yes, I do have enough left. I'm going to get close enough to it to keep it away from the smaller members of the group and have my blade in its face. In terms of bonus actions, I don't think I have much fun to have since no one's taken a major wounding for me to heal.
I disagree. I've taken more than my fair share of major wounds, but hey, I mean, what does that matter?
Well, in this room, I should say.
Oh, so we're discriminating by room now. Okay, I see how it is.
You started in the room that Qualic was in too.
You walk out of this room.
Like nobody to heal here.
No, I can't see anyone to
Everyone
heal.
looks fine.
You can see the blood trail from where Qualic had to walk to the other side of the room.
All I gotta say, Doc, is great triage.
I'm incredibly hurt.
Well,
I'm in a lot of pain, but it's okay.
Got better.
this is the best doctor.
All right. So, anything else or any retractions?
I'm not retracting that file. Maybe if you'd let me, I'd like to use my bonus action heal before I walk, but I can understand if you won't let me do that.
That's what I was talking about.
Go
ahead if you want to do that before you walk off.
Okay.
I'm sure we've got this well in hand.
So, let's go 3 of my healing light. I'm feeling guilty.
This will go some of the way to restoring your sins, but You still have a
I'm
long
not sure he's a real doctor.
That's even worse than having
Wow.
a keyword.
Oh my god. That is too... Yep, another 5 hit points. There you go.
You
As
know
you
what?
feel the radiant light wash across you.
Okay, well, maybe I was a
Wow, that
little
was-
bit too critical of you earlier.
That was some bad rolling.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, that was a bit. Wow. Wow. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So that's bonus action to do that. Action was firebolt. You've moved up in the thing's face. All right. Awesome. It is now Leo's turn.
So Leo's gonna stand back. He's not gonna engage in direct combat with this creature, but he's gonna still fire his crossbow. Oh, actually, he won't move. He won't do that little bit of movement. He'll stay where he is, and he'll do steady aim as his bonus action, so which gives him
Ooh.
advantage on his attack. And so
That's fun.
rolling with
Steady
advantage.
aim's cool.
Oh, sorry, I'm rolling the wrong character. Apologies. I'll just roll these.
Yeah, all good.
That's going to be 19 plus
Yes.
8, so 27.
Absolutely.
And so that's going to be, I rolled that with advantage, which is wrong. 7 points of damage. And then he's going to roll again for his second attack. That's going to be 14 to hit. That probably misses.
Yeah, it's a 14 misses.
But he does get sneak attack on that first attack. Sneak
Absolutely.
attack damage, he will get 14 points of damage as well.
Cool. So how much damage in total?
So what did I say for the first one? 7? 7 plus 14, 21.
Yep. Okay, cool. How does Leo want to finish this guy off?
Say something cool.
So I think so this creature's like looming above Doc Hovel with his forearms, and sort of is like saying like weird things like "No one wants you around" or "No," sort of like really like making everyone and gross. And Leo's just gonna pop him in the eye.
Nice. Love it. Love it. That's great. All right. Well, he collapses. Doesn't disintegrate like the other one. It just collapses onto the ground. The thing's like, yeah, the other one got
Great.
minced by radiant damage, whereas this one just got stabbed in the eyeball. So it's still there as a twisted form. It's, spiky things are, all twisted and all over the ground as it collapses. And you guys are free to continue exploring now out of initiative. Anyone who hasn't already had a turn is free to jump in and do something if they like.
Is this where they live?
I think so. Yeah. Look, it must have come out of these boxes.
Eggs.
Eggs? I don't think these are boxes.
These are not lizards and they're not elves. And I don't think that these are called boxes. I think these are called what are they called? I should probably know this. When you
Coffins?
take 30, 40 points of damage or something like that, sometimes it does
trench.
scramble your mind a little bit. Coffin. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a
No,
coffin. A sarcophagus.
That's what you get. That's when you get when you're out in the rain for too long.
No.
That's right.
Not
She's right.
COUGHING. I say
You
coffin.
just make up letters.
I say coffin. Yeah. COFFIN. Say
I just think you're bad at spelling.
He's
Or
very smart. He's very smart.
sarcophagus. And I'm not going to spell
Sarcophagus?
that for you right now.
Is
Sarcophagus.
that, that's like I always got told that coffin and then it turns into a sarcophagus when you just a worse cough.
When you cough
Yeah.
through your esophagus, it becomes a sarcophagus.
Right.
Anyway,
That
let me
makes
have a look.
sense.
And
Look,
Qualak is
Qualak,
going to
just a-
sweep up some of the ashes from that thing that burnt to a crisp. He's like, I probably
Yeah,
use
sure.
this as a spell component later on.
Miss-
This is very rare,
Mr. Koalak,
Oh,
as I
shit.
press on his hurt.
Please.
You're
Oh,
bleeding.
shit. That
You're
hurt.
bleeding.
Yeah. That thing stuck its arm inside of me, and now I know how it feels, and I feel even worse for the poor ghost lady back there.
Consent. Right. Have a look around.
And
have a look around these areas, mate. There's...
body fluids also secreting from these wounds. I was going to say from my holes, but that will give you the wrong impression. No, I have been punctured in my body, and I would like to not have extra holes inside of me. But that can wait because we have sarcophagus. Also, I'd like to make a point here. We all felt this overwhelming sense of loneliness, but there were 2 of them in this room, so I'm not sure what they were feeling so lonely about.
Well, might be answered by something that Flowerchild's just found as he's looking around in the rubble. He finds 2 silver nameplates that seem like they were once attached to the coffins. One of them, well, they do have words on them, but Flowerchild, can you read?
Nope.
Okay, well, they have words on them. You don't know what they say. Yeah, no problem.
What are you looking at, Flowerchild? Have you found something?
No, I didn't find nothing.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm not doing anything.
Can I open an egg?
They're already open.
Oh, the eggs are open. Okay.
Yeah. They've been broken open. There's rubble and dust all over the floor. And yeah, it's what these creatures came out of was the coffin. So presumably whatever was in the coffins turned into these creatures. Is probably technically these eggs hatch these creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the circle of life like we were talking about earlier. Only in this case, it's the circle of undead. Speaking of which, it begs to question if we're in the Shadowfell rather, and everything here is undead. Were these things dead before they went into the sarcophagus? Or did they become undead afterwards?
Wait, hold on. You said that they weren't undead. You said that they were something else. I don't remember what you said they were, but you said they weren't undead, which is why I didn't hit them with my sword.
Oh,
and maybe they died of the sarcophagus.
No, they are correct. Yeah. No, I remember now. They're not undead. They are something else. They're monstrosity or something like this. No, you're correct.
Yeah.
But if they're not undead, what were they? Were they always like this? I wonder. Qualek actually wants to understand why these things were in coffins, if indeed they were not dead.
Well, there were pictures. They had pictures out there of all these people they used to be before.
Yeah.
They turned into these things.
Yeah. So what was it exactly that turned them into these things? This is the question I want to have answered, but it might be something.
Just walk over here and look.
That needs to wait.
They caught the sarcophagus and then they died.
Oh, don't worry about anything there. The Flowerchild already looked at this and said that there was nothing to see.
Yes. I trust the boy. He's trustworthy. He would never lie about anything. I trust him with my life.
What?
Nothing.
What happened?
I was just saying you already looked at these coffins or boxes or whatever they may be.
Sarcophagus.
I just found some silver things.
Silver things.
As I get out my pipe and start knocking it lightly against this door.
Oh yes, the door. That is a very nice door.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the puzzle on the door, the word puzzle, the puzzle of words. Well, first of all, before I go in there, Qualek wants to, in this room over here, search for hidden doors.
Yeah, I was
shit like that.
hoping to just search between the coffins and around the coffins for any personal effects or burial urns or any silly thing like that that might give us a giveaway.
Magic items, relics.
I did roll perception, but if you'd like me to roll that again,
assault
I can do
rifles. You know,
that'd be great. Yeah,
rifles made out of assault.
All right, so you're trying to suss out more about this puzzle, is what I'm getting. Right?
I just want to have a look around this room in
Bruce
particular. The room with the coffins, just looking for hidden shit, doors and whatever.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception or an a perception check to find things. I think it's fine. Same for you, Doc Hole.
Mark, what's this door made out
of? Stone, I believe. I'll just check.
Yeah.
Perception, right? There you go.
Does my pipe slowly off with? I'm not touching the puzzle itself, but if I hit the pipe on a little bit of non-puzzle piece of stone, does it start chipping it off?
You're gonna take a swing at the door?
No, I'm just hitting it lightly to see if it does damage. I want to see if it's a match.
You're hitting the door with your weapon.
You're hitting the door? No, I'm just hitting it lightly to see if it does
fuck it, I'll
damage.
take a fucking swipe at it. Yeah.
That's hitting. That's what hitting
Roll
is.
an attack for me, please.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, shit.
22.
Oh, don't tell me.
22? Yeah, cool. Roll some damage for me.
Oh, I can't believe I got rid
That's
of one spell here.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Cool. Let me roll something.
Oh, you idiot.
Is that-
Garlic.
That's already including the doubling for the adamantine bar.
Yeah,
doing
he's
extra.
classed
Yeah,
as,
it's already
he's
included.
classed as a what's it called? He's classed as whatever it's called. You know what
Yep,
it's called.
cool, no problem. I just need to check a couple of things, make sure there's nothing preventing what I think is about to happen.
Did I mention Qualek walked right up into the corner of this room over here and just really
maybe we have to do the puzzle.
and took cover?
Tori's watching like. So far, so good with the door thing. Like her and Flower Child have been like on it with these doors, so she's like, he's onto it. He knows what he's doing.
So Flower Child, I'm opening the door. You can't get through it yet, but what happens is, right, as you hit it with the bar, like maybe you hit it a little bit harder than you maybe intended to, but you knock a chunk out of the door and nothing else seems to happen. You can kind of see through into the room.
Hey!
Yeah, so into the room, you can see it's a fairly large room. It winds around to the right. Let me give you a couple of other things about it. There seem to be... hang on, you have a bit of dark. Yeah, there seem to be like sharp metal blades studded along the floor all through the room. That's all you can see. You may need to hit it again to actually get through the entire, or hit it with the intention of breaking it down to actually get through the whole door.
What he's reading?
Yeah.
Don't stay in school, guys.
As
Don't
you
stay
hit
in
it,
school.
like Quilek just like ducks for cover. So as you just slam this pipe into the wall, and he turns around, and he's like, "Well, I guess maybe sometimes the answer is just hit it harder."
Now, before we proceed, where is everyone at exactly this moment?
Well,
I'm like sort of just behind him doing the whole like giving him cover thing like I have been every other time we've opened the door.
watching your sibling play a video game
Frantically.
when you were.
I've assumed the position. Just
There's stuff in here. I can see like blades and like there's stuff on the floor. I think if we get the small person looking towards this the guy in the blue, I keep forgetting his name.
Elden
This guy?
Keyboard.
We can push him through the hole.
I'm smaller than he
You
is.
you want to send me in there alone through a hole? Why don't you just hit the door again? That seemed to work.
Okay, I got permission.
shoot the position.
Right, so just checking, Leo, Doc Hovel, Qualek, you're all still in the other room with the coffins?
I was searching, so I assume that I was at the time. Yeah. When.
Yeah. All right, cool. So you hear,
Funny.
and then you hear, as you don't even need a roll damage, but you completely obliterate the door puzzle, and all it's now wide open. You can feel free to proceed into the room.
Wow, Flower Child, congrats! You
I got a
solved the
key.
puzzle. You solved the puzzle.
I did.
Did I miss
And
something cool?
spell. I cast a spell of open door.
Yeah,
What?
you can't
Yes,
no more
that's so
doors.
cool.
Not being
Exactly.
encouraging.
Safe. I'll come and check it out.
Disappear. I shall name it Disappear Door.
Oh, did Dr. Hovel notice anything from their investigation checks from before?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
In the room,
Yeah.
no, you guys didn't find anything more. It's just rubble strewn about the place.
Anything those two nameplates that we chose not to read?
What nameplates?
The ones on the
You mean the things that Flower Child
Coffins.
4 put in his pocket?
Oh, the silver.
Oh, did he put it? He put it in your pocket. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, silver in my pocket. Yeah, write it on.
You can see the spaces on the coffins where they used to be.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Quilek comes walking into the room. He's like scratching the back of his head. as he walks in, and he's just like, he doesn't say anything. He's just like shrugs and just like,
Mr.
after
Quarlick,
you.
I did the puzzle. I fixed the puzzle.
Yes.
It was broken.
No, I've always been saying you're definitely the
There's
brains.
blades on the floor, though, yeah?
This operation. Blades on the floor, you say?
I can't see. I think you're in the way.
Let me have a look.
Sorry.
Get
Get out of the way.
out of the way. Let me have
I still have fog going on. Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
There's so much fog in there. I can't see anything.
Oh wait, no, I was just looking with my eyes closed. Sorry.
I do that sometimes as well.
I forgot. That,
All right.
Yeah.
So
I love this friendship that's forming between Artoria and Flora.
Yeah, I don't think that we should be encouraging that. But you know, who am I to stand in the way of true friendship? But looking into the room through the gap, is the gap big enough? Oh, I guess the door's completely gone now, right?
Yeah. You're like fully like boom into the room. Off you go.
All right.
You can get in.
Stop.
It's a door.
Oh,
Blades all over the floor.
This is a piece of unusual architecture. It's not
It's a
exactly.
choice.
It's not practical, is it? Really?
mm-mm.
No.
No.
Do the blades look spaced apart enough for us to be able to safely navigate through this room, or is this a situation of? Also, can I look at the blades? Are they covered in poop?
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
Specifically poop.
Poop.
Can I do a medicine check to
28.
see if tetanus exists in this reality?
You certainly can. So, Quarlick, from what you can determine is that they are fairly close together. It's going to make it slow going, and even then, moving through them, you're going to get cut up.
And does it seem like there's poop on them, or anything non-scatological?
Doesn't appear to be poop on them. There could be invisible toxins that you're not aware of. They could have been coated in poop and then had the poop wiped off, and therefore they would still be quite toxic. But they appear to be just regular blades, at least from what you can see in the light that you have.
Do the walls look like they have spikes on them?
No.
Cool. Leo's gonna just
Yeah.
walk on.
I have an idea, guys. So
Oh,
I can
this
do
will
a
be good.
thing. You know how like I can heal things really well, but not that well because I can't keep the skin on. I can summon a spooky ghost, and maybe we can get the spooky ghost to like look, and because ghosts, you can put hands in them, and so then the swords aren't gonna.
Ask first. Well, if we need a spooky ghost, why don't we just ask the one that's in the other room over
That's
there?
I think I'm just walking straight out. Hi, ghost.
I liked your idea of summoning a spooky ghost.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I
but
did
the spooky
too.
ghost
but
is gonna fight for us.
You
So if there
could-
is bad things in there, it can maybe eat it.
Wait, ghost
Because
Come back.
my
Go ahead,
spooky ghost isn't a pussy.
They eat.
That
Don't
was-
worry about Don't worry
Go
about it,
ahead,
ghost.
go ahead and summon it, I think.
Yeah.
I walk out, shout for the ghost, come back in and go. Atora's ghost sounds better. Don't worry about it, ghost.
Okay.
I will cast Summon Undead.
Yeah, cool, no problem. Where are you summoning this undead?
I'm gonna summon it in the room.
Oh shit.
Just is there like a ping button?
Yeah, double click wherever you want to ping.
Like there.
Yeah, cool. So you cast summon. You use summon undead, and instead of what you're expecting, the really kindly cleaning lady ghost that you met out in the corridor is all of a sudden there in the room, and she's looking panicking. Like, what am I doing? Oh god! And you see a just this hooked tendril reach out and go straight through her. It doesn't do anything to her in this first instance, but can I please have you all roll initiative?
Oh,
Oh, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
clear the tracker.
Oh,
look, better the ghost than us, okay?
Yeah.
Was that you? Did you summon her the first time when we met her?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
That doesn't usually happen. I usually summon a guy named
I'm
Steve.
just gonna move myself off Artoria's spot so that we are.
Steve? I thought her name was. I don't actually know her name. I didn't think it was Steve though.
No, her name's not Steve. I don't know why she's here. Normally this is like a direct line to Steve.
Maybe she needs to clean the place.
Needs to do her job.
Yeah, you left a bunch of blades lying on the ground. How much
Do
do you
your
say you're getting
job.
paid again?
I
I
am I
feel
here?
infinitely less bad about sticking my hand in you now seeing how poorly you manage your job.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, right. So in this instance, Jess, I've given Numi, the ghost from out the front, player accessible stats. So you now have access to that stat block. You can right click on the token and click and open.
Leo
click
is gonna.
open on the stat block. So you
Leo-
can control Numi instead of your ghost. She will have her own initiative and still be her, and be utterly confused as to what's going on, but she will still do what you tell her,
Okay.
as your usual summoned undead would.
We should.
Leo's gonna swap his initiative with Numi.
Would
Okay.
you? Do you?
That's probably-
Do we want to
yeah.
have Maurice Mephistopheles the 17th involved with this? By the way, I kind of. We didn't really mention Jem's not with us tonight, so the role of Maurice is sort of open. Do you, or is Maurice just sort of doing Maurice
So
shit?
as you guys look around, kind of thinking, oh hey, where's Maurice? As the fight starts going down, you see Maurice is in hoop snake form again, just like cruising around the back of
That's
the
not what a human body should not do that. That surely his vertebrae are broken in several different places. That doesn't make any sense.
No, I checked the last time. He just recovers.
Maybe humans are related to like those little bugs that curl up.
Well, I mean, he did
Wasn't he raised by snake?
He was raised by snakes, but also I have a difficult time sort of imagining how that works as well. How did they feed him? Anyway.
I mean, anyway, it is Numi's turn, and so I will also give you vision.
I like.
Can you? Yeah. So sharing vision. It is already sharing vision with all players. Okay, cool.
I did that.
That's groovy. Let's.
I just
Of course you
snuck
did.
in.
You sneaky bugger. All right, let's do the rest of the fog. At which point, I guess I will reveal the creature since Numi can see it. So it's again in a tomb, or in a coffin rather, much like the others. Now this one here is similarly pallid, grey, distended skin, like a bit like off like the other ones, but instead of having multiple spiked limbs, it seems to have like longer, straighter, more bony spikes on one arm, and the other arm's kind of like elongated. It's as if it can be extended, and that's probably the one that just flung out and tried to hook into Numi, but had some issues with it at the time. Let me give you an image to the game log.
Yeah.
So that is what it looks like.
Come on.
Ew.
Oh, why is there an arm stuck on the end of that thing? What's that doing?
Yes.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
so that's
Belgian.
sorry.
Must have a hard time standing
Did you
up.
say it looks Belgian?
Oh my
Wow. Straight there. I went to how does he wipe his ass, but then you went, well, he looks like a Belgian.
Oh, I'm doing the wheeze again. Oh,
Oh dear.
oh goodness me.
It's the Belgian Prime Minister. What's he doing in this?
It's getting worse.
Who's the Belgian
The question is, how's he
I
standing
don't think
up?
they have one. I think they're an
No,
anarchy.
really, he's got no feet. This bothers me. He can't. He shouldn't be able to stand.
You know what this reminds me of? Did anyone ever see the ill-fated sequel to The Wizard of Oz, which was directed by the guy who did the soundtrack for the first Wizard of Oz? Do you remember those things
Yeah,
that
it's
had
awesome.
the wheels?
Oh yeah, wheelies,
those
whatever they're called.
terrifying things, yeah.
Horrifying. Horrifying. I blame that for my many personality problems that I have.
I'm waiting till my kids are old enough, then I'm gonna scare the shit out of them and make them watch that.
Or those things as well. Briefly, they were in Mad Max Fury Road, and that was a great movie.
All right. Speaking of great movies, this isn't a great movie, but it is a great D&D story.
Oh.
And Numi's up first. So what's she gonna do, Jess?
It will be a movie.
Recover from the Belgian comment, and then so she's gonna listen to Artoria, and Artoria does wonder with something that's already dead, so she's not gonna think too much on it, and ask her to. What's her movement? 40. All right, so she's going to ask her to scuttle over there. Let's see how far that is. There we go. All right, so she can scuttle. That's all right. It's not undead. It's good.
No, but it's not.
Oh.
She might actually try horrific visage on for size and see if she can just scare this thing as much as it's scaring her.
Okay.
She's gonna give that a go.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's two things just staring at each other, trying to be weirder than the other thing. Imagine it's that scene in Zoolander where the guy who spills the coffee like they spend like a full minute just looking at each other.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from the Belgian Prime Minister, please?
What's the DC?
Not much. 13.
Well, it fails. So I assume it is now
Okay.
frightened.
It is indeed now frightened, and it also takes 2d6 plus 3. Ooh, I get to roll some dice.
I love that this thing's like, oh fuck, a shit, a ghost.
She's like, oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
It's the ghost that's been here the entire time.
It's the cleaner.
I haven't paid their
I
wages
really
in so
should
long.
make this thing completely immune to this effect. Like, but you know.
I haven't paid
Oh my
it super in ages, and now they're upset at me.
Saying, where's my super? That's 11 psychic damage. 3 and a 5 plus 3. I believe I mathed correctly there. In between coughing and dying. Wipe a tear.
All right. Damage applied. Doesn't appear to resist it. And it is now apparently frightened of Numi. Okay, cool.
It's okay, Numi's frightened of it, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's 1-on-1.
All right, no problem. No problem at all.
Just picturing two monsters just been like, ah!
We'll just close the door and just leave them be, I guess.
Look, I'd like to let everyone know at home that I had, when I started, was intended for this to be a serious campaign. Unfortunately,
It still is. I'm taking this seriously.
I mean, it is. And look, I have some amazing plays, but they're also hilarious. So this is wonderful. All right, thanks, guys. That's my little interjection. Does Numi have anything else?
No, I'm going to take a free action to just continue crying and laughing.
Okay, cool. Oh, wait, no. Crying is a full round action.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it felt like it, but anyway, yeah, go on.
All right, Qualak, you're up, buddy.
Oh, shit. What's happening? I can hear something moving around. Let me have a look. Qualak's going to move up towards the door, peek his head around the corner, see if he can get a look at this thing. I imagine he probably can, right? Without having to enter the room of spikes and death.
You're going to have issues without entering the room.
What if I have a climb speed? Could I...
If you have a climb speed, you can climb around the walls. That's fine. They're
Dippity-doo?
stone. They're, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to get in there, get a look, just enough to be able to do a knowledge check on this thing of some sort. As
Move the stone or anything. So yeah, you can climb up around the stone wall kind of thing and peer around that corner. That's fine.
a
Let's
bone
pop you
axe.
there and put you like 5 feet up, just so we know you're off the ground. Okay, yep, go ahead, make your bonus action.
What do you want me to roll? History,
On one
Arcana?
of these, what did you roll on one of these last time?
No idea.
I'm trying to remember. Probably, I think a monstrosity less so than one of those. From the Shadowfell. I would say you can roll Arcana on this one. This is, a creature from another plane, so that sounds like arcane knowledge to me.
Arcana, let's recall the lore about spells, magic items, and planes of existence. Yeah, okay, that works. Here we go. 14 for a 27.
Yep, cool. All right, you remember a lot about these things. So this is also a Sorrow Sworn, but this is what's known as a Lonely Sorrow Sworn. They are somewhat more powerful than the ones you have previously faced. This is potentially, the matriarch of the family that you had mentioned. They have various abilities. They have the same resistances that the other ones have. So if you bring your light source in here, you'll be all good.
Yep.
Yeah, they're fairly strong. They're fairly tough. They're not otherwise great in any particular area. They do have an ability where they will psychically leech, like essence from you if you're close to them, and you don't think it. You don't remember reading anything about it healing them, but it will cause like mental damage to you. It fights better the more creatures that are closer to it.
Okay, keep your distance.
And it can use its harpoon arms, of which it has one, of which it has two apparently, of which it can use to grapple up to two creatures at once.
Gross.
It can then has the ability to drag them to it and deal further psychic damage at the same time with those harpoons. That's basic rundown on the Sorrow Swan. It was a great roll.
Okay. Basic rundown on the Sorrow Swan. I feel like all we had to do was just reunite him with his buddies, and we would have beaten the puzzle. No. Scorching Tide, still active. So you know what? Let's just go for the lowest hanging fruit here and cast a little fireball. Firebolt. Single target. Firebolt.
God,
get out of here.
real
No,
one.
I'm gonna save that for something useful.
Obliterate you on your way home. What?
Yes, exactly. Now that okay, no, we'll talk about that later. Here comes the Firebolt, motherfucker. 15.
15 is not gonna hit. It just manages to duck its head out of the way at the last minute, and the Firebolt smashes against the wall behind it.
Shit. Now I want to scramble back into the room if I've got some movement left over. Back to the position I was in. I was like, I missed it. But there's a Sorrow Swan in there, and it's it's just more of the same, I guess. Not undead, so.
Is there a light source in there yet, or not yet?
Can I put a light source in there? If that's.
What was the light source you had before?
It was that.
The drift globe?
It was that, yeah. Will that still be active?
Doing daylight? That thing can be moved. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
you can
okay.
just toss it into the room.
Yeah, I just pop that next to one of the spikes, and maybe I'll just balance it like
I'll just throw the eyeball in there and give it light. That's fine.
Yeah, and then Quilek, he'll climb back out of the room and be like, but keep your distance. It's got harpoon arm. It's even more gross than whatever's on those blades over there. Maybe just stay out of the room, make it come to us. It's probably the best option. And as for you, Flower Child, just do what you do, I'm sure you can handle this. And I'll move to there.
Oh, there's no door there. I can't close the door.
No, leave the door open. I think we need to get through there. Our way out of here is beyond that portal.
All right.
So Goodman's turn. Remembering to move through a friend is difficult terrain. To move anywhere in that room along the ground is difficult terrain and will do damage to you. So
I'm assuming I'm moving through Artoria?
To get in the door, yeah. So you'll lose a bit of movement going through that.
Reaction, if I may.
Yeah.
You did say anyone who leaves your thing, friend or foe, you can do a reaction.
If you have Warcaster, do you have Warcaster?
Oh, right. It's just Warcaster, is it?
So I discovered something about the new wording for Warcaster in 2024. The old wording says that when a hostile creature leaves your reach, you can use a spell as an attack of opportunity. In this case, it says when a creature leaves your reach, and the wording of attack of opportunity also doesn't say anything about hostile creatures. So you may, if a friend passes you by while in combat, if you have Warcaster, you may use your reaction to cast a single target spell on them.
That's where I got mixed up. But I will, if I can, more of a narrative thing, really. Maybe just put my hand on his shoulder, hold him back, and say, "Hey, stay out here. Let it come to us."
I mean, you can say that. Doesn't mean it's going to stop him, but you can definitely do that.
Sir Goodman is influenced by human touch. He's like, okay, all right, I shall trust you. He pass on his turn.
Yes, I think it would be best to take advantage of the strategic situation. Let it come to us where we have a better footing here.
Betty, I've named her now. She's made it scared of her, so it can't move towards her. So we're kind of just.
Oh, well,
it's yeah.
I guess we can just sit here and just pummel it with firebolt until it's dead. Ah, that's good.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
Just
Betty,
throwing that out there.
no hard feelings, yeah?
Sure, like
I guess, like in light of that, the fact that we do have an ally that's inside, they may be undead. I think Sir Goodman, having used 10 feet to get to the door, then 10 feet to get back to Dr. Hovel, is going to go back to the it's going to start going back to the door.
Okay. I'll say you can get back to like being in the doorway if you like.
I don't want to be blocking the door though. So,
Damn. Okay, it was worth a try. Never mind.
But yeah. So, actually no,
Cool.
I will, because he's not doing anything with his action. I'm just going to dash. So, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. It's going to stand in front between the ghost and this.
Okay,
Not completely,
I'll
not giving complete cover, but just like there.
Yeah.
He'll take whatever
15.
damage he takes. He's
Yeah,
he's
no
in
problem.
base.
You can just walk into
Getting
the
through,
room.
through the floor, that
suppose.
is going to be that much. 14 slashing damage for moving that far through. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. No problem. So in you go, and then Doc Hovel's turn.
Okay. So I'm just going to stick by the original plan and shift myself to around about here where I'm check the card in play. Yes. Gonna hold a firebolt, if I may.
Absolutely, you may hold a firebolt.
Visible from my current position.
Sure. So you cast the spell, you're holding firebolt, it requires concentration to do so, and it will be your reaction to unleash it when it occurs.
That's right.
Yeah, cool, no problem. All good, you're ready to go. Anything else? Bonus action?
Oh, good question. I kind of want to heal Qualek more, except I haven't got many points left of my healing.
It's okay. We can sort that out later. Let's just focus on the immediate threat.
Good point. Yep, I'm just gonna sit there holding my firebolt.
Sounds weird when you put it like that.
Yeah, it does. Please don't switch the card.
Okay then. Well, it's Valchard Force turn.
All right, I have a plan.
All right, here we go.
Right, I am going to use my hero point. I am going to walk forward. Oh, I can't seem to pick up my card. I don't know why. Is it frozen? Is it for me? Select. Sorry. I am going to go here. I'm going to use my hero point, and I want to see if I can do like an anime slam my pipe into the ground, and it just does like an AoE and pushes the knives to the side.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
As in a big like I don't know if I can like what I'm trying to do is like
I get
way?
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I just
okay.
like, whoa, hero point, use that,
All right.
and then I'm into the ground.
Don't hit
Cool.
Betty.
You draw
So-
it right where Betty is.
Showering
Yeah, so-
Sir
Let's
Ultra's
use
Goodman
line.
in sharp
Mate.
blades.
And Keith, your eyeball, Keith.
Keith.
Make me an attack roll with advantage.
Oh yes. Oh, let me just do it twice. That's a 12. And that's a 3.
20.
That's 20.
11. Yeah, no, cool. 20's good. All right, cool. Roll me some damage.
Well, because it's actually an object, it's a critical anyway.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So it's 8,
Yep.
14, 8, 12, and then just 12, 16 points of damage on top of that.
Yeah, cool. No problem. All right, so with a 16,
I think it's
plus that. Yeah, that's going to be enough to do that whole line plus. All right, so your desired effect was to clear a line. right? That's not exactly what happened.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Don't mind the color.
What's the triangle? I mean a triangle instead.
Yeah, but you actually managed to clear out about that much
Oh,
of the thing. So let's get a little bit of a draw going on here. I need the polygon, and let's get a just gray. Choose field there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, that section, and then we'll give you like, yeah. Let's say the entryway to the room is all cleared out as well, and a little bit of that. So yeah, kaboom! You managed to clear out a whole bunch of that section. So everyone's got a platform to get into the room now. Lovely.
And then I'm kind of just slowly. I think I get about 15 foot because I think I used 10 foot to get there.
Because this is a wave along the ground, and Numi is basically, or what did you call it, Betty, is basically incorporeal and kind of floating. It has no effect on her. Same with the camera; it's kind of floating. You're good. So Ultra's close enough to it that I would say you're fine.
I'll take that as my because I use obviously heroic one. I'll say that's my the rest of my attack.
Cool, no problem. All right, Artoria.
Okay, so Artoria's going to scuttle on in.
Put my hand on Numi.
I would like to.
Why is it okay when he does it?
On, not in. 30 feet. Excellent. I would like to Hexblade curse the Prime Minister.
To save, or that just happens, right?
Yeah. So I click the little button there. So once per short rest, bonus action, choose one creature, you can 30 feet, curse it for a minute. Against the cursed target, I get a plus bonus to damage rolls. Score a critical hit on a 19 or a 20. And I get 15 hit points if it dies. So that's very saucy. Along with something else.
Yep.
So that's an ability, not a spell, which is important for when the camera decides to not focus on me. Because second thing I'd like to do is go like that.
Oh, that was good timing.
Say something in Abyssal. And use Finger of Death on this guy.
Very nice. Okay. This is a pretty big spell, folks. Now talk to me about Finger of Death. I'm a fan.
So, you send negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 7d8 plus 30 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one, keeping in mind that we also get a +4 to that damage from that cheeky curse.
Isn't that cheeky curse?
From that cheeky curse.
Your cheeky curse, the Hexblade? Yeah, nice.
Now you're going
a humanoid killed by this spell rises at the start of your next turn as a zombie, which is not still saucy. It is permanently under your command, following your verbal orders to the best of its ability.
Wow. You want to roll some damage?
I'm assuming that it did not make its Constitution save.
I don't know yet. What's your DC?
Oh, my DC is silly. It is 18.
Just failed. Just. Yeah, got a 17.
All right.
Yeah, nice. Go ahead. Roll some damage.
That's a lot of I'm just going to click the button. I don't think I have that many D8s on hand, which is ironic.
Roll them one at a time. We can wait. Okay, get out of here.
75, technically speaking.
Wow. So
At all.
That's all.
You can see this thing, like Artoria just points her finger at this thing, and this flood hits it, and you can see it just starts to shrivel and wail and kind of like recede back into the coffin somewhat. The skin draws tight around the skeleton. As you can see, the life just drains from it, and this thing is not dead, but it is in a world of hurt. You just took away about 3/4 of its hit points in a single spell. You took like 3/4 of its hit points in a single spell.
And she's just going to look at Flower Child and be like,
Yeah.
I feel as this friendship might be more dangerous.
and you're just going to skip back out again.
attacker.
Fireball.
I can stay here.
What happened? I see you point at something and then you walk back in here again.
Well, I did that, and then.
Oh, don't do it
things
at me.
happened.
What? Don't. Like,
No, you have to.
like
You
she's
have to
holding a
say the
loaded gun.
words. You have to say the words.
Well, don't say the words.
What's the
I
word?
didn't say the
What are the
words.
words? Demonstrate.
Oh, do you want me to say the
No,
words?
don't say the words. Write down the words. Write them down for later.
Kapow!
You have to say the words and do the finger snap at the same time. So if I just say the words, nothing's gonna happen. If I just do that, nothing's gonna happen.
Stop it.
You have to do both.
It's like ducking down like she's holding a loaded gun and swinging it around the room.
What?
These things harpoon arms whip out towards Sir Ultras and Flower Child 4, but both miss wildly. It seems to be kind of terrified at this point, and this is really kind of just fighting for its life at this stage. Leo.
Awesome. So 5 feet, 35 feet over here. He's going to bonus action dash, I think, and jump onto this wall.
Sure.
It's 10 feet. It's gonna 20 feet. It's gonna jump onto this wall to get next to this guy.
That's two jumps, so like I'm gonna need at least one athletics check for all of this.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah.
If he falls, he falls.
I was going to give you the first one for free, like fair, you're leaving on the thing, you've got the climby shit, like cool, and you can jump.
He does get advantage
free,
on
right?
athletics checks, so
Cool, yeah, sweet.
So first one's going to be a 12, and then the second one is a
Do better.
7.
Oh dear. All right, so on that second one, it's not going to completely mess you up, but you are going to kind of jump a little bit low and graze yourself on the blades as you go across, and you're going to take half damage from those.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Am I still within striking distance of this guy?
Yeah, absolutely. So you go across nearly 10 feet, so it's going to be this halved. Let's go that low, down to 5. So you take 5 slashing damage as you graze your legs as you leap across, but yeah, otherwise you're good to go.
Awesome. I'm going.
Sorry, just let me check one thing. Because you're now close to it. Okay, yeah, no, you're good.
Cool. I'm going to attack it with my dagger.
Mhm.
I assume a 13 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Attack again with my dagger, an 18 to hit.
Yes, that does.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
You certainly can.
I'll attack a third time with my
That's
dagger.
going to be a 5 on the con save.
This guy does not have good gun.
Does a 15 hit for the third one?
No.
He's in ill health.
All right, so
What did he fail the con save?
He did fail this con save.
Yeah.
All right, with advantage then. No, that's going to be worse. Cool. So he doesn't get any sneak attack on this, unfortunately, but he is stunned, and he takes 5 points of damage.
Okay,
Slashing.
no problem. Adding
He's-
stunned.
Mhm.
That's not good. That's really not good. What did you say? 5 points of slashing damage?
Yep.
-5. Cool.
And
I
that's
mean,
the
it's still up, but it ain't moving. Yep, cool. All right. Follow that up. We'll be keyword. Sorry?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that sort of his eyes glow. He did all the things that he does whenever he stuns.
Yeah, cool. With that, we're going to go another one of these. Oh, horrible roll, but still 6 + 3. Another 9 hit points, Qualag, as Elden gives. Sorry, friend. If it takes a few tries, we'll get you back up.
Yeah, no. I've got all the time in the world. We're only in the most dangerous place I've ever been in my entire life, but no, sure.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. And then with that, he will try and make his way into the room. Once you got to there, he can only go 25, but that's going to be far enough to get there. And then again, we'll do a radiant flame attack against this thing.
If he kills it.
Unfortunately, no. He misses the first one.
Advantage because of stuns.
Ah, okay. Well, misses the first one, and then I'll roll with advantage on the second. Hits dirty 20, dealing 12 radiant damage, which is not enough to kill it. But it is looking to be close to on its last legs. He like one of the blasts goes wide, and strikes the wall, sort of like just underneath Leo, but the other one smashes into it.
Yeah.
And it's really not looking great, and it's kind of now starting to scramble around and look like maybe trying to retract back into the coffin or something. Like it doesn't know what to do. You've got it on the ropes, that is for sure. With that, top of the round, Numi.
All right.
/ Betty.
So Artoria's going to be like, well, you should probably go and finish it off. And I feel like this ghost lady's probably a little bit emboldened at this stage, given like everybody's kind of wrecking this thing down here.
She's kind of conflicted though, because this is kind of her boss.
Oh,
this is the one that paid her all that money.
That's a fucking good point. So I'm actually going to do a...
Yeah, cool.
No, you need to unionize, take a stand against poor working conditions.
She got a 12.
So I would say, can you roll a charisma check against that? If you roll higher on your charisma check, then she'll go.
Fair.
Yeah, but she's like, okay, but you know, she did pay me, but you did just free me from the binds to that chamber somehow.
Well, and look, think of it this way: she's not who she used to be, and maybe you'll put her to rest by doing that. Isn't that kind of poetic that you're the one doing that?
Hey, you're right. You're right. Okay, let's go.
Hey, just for that, can I chuck my inspiration into this attack?
100%. Yep.
Let's do a withering touch. She's just gonna be like, withering touch. The dice don't hate me today. Oh,
that's a hit.
Apparently, did the damage automatically. And then a second creepy touch. Oh, it just keeps rolling the dice automatically.
Yeah, there's a certain button you press that if you press it'll do that. Oh Jesus. Yeah, so with that, how does this withering touch from Numi finish off this Sorrowsworn?
But I sort of picture her like sort of hovering over the knives effortlessly so that, you know, they're not even touching it, even though it doesn't really matter if they ghost. And she sort of like rushes towards this horrible looking thing and just places her hands on it and says, "Rest now." And you can see the energy sort of pulsate through her hands, which just drains the life, unlife, energy from this being. I don't know why she had a semi-Russian accent there, but
she does.
Yeah,
she slips into it every now and then. Yeah.
Say at this point is that this creature actually does, as it's being drained and withered away, it's almost as if Numi takes what was left of it into herself, and the creature completely vanishes.
Yes.
And Numi turns to look. I mean, she can't see you from where she is, but she kind of can through the ethereal kind of dealio, right? And she's just like, "Well, that was quite odd. Thank you, friend. May I have a moment?"
Of course, it was a happy little accident.
So she blinks out of existence.
Oh.
But you still feel her presence.
Yes, we're getting presents.
Cool. All right. With that,
Christmas.
Leo,
Mm-hmm.
being that you're right above the coffin, you can see there is no body inside the coffin. Obviously, whatever this creature was once what was in this coffin. However, there is a roiling swirl of silvery purple energy within the bottom of this coffin.
Does it
And a
look like
nameplate that
does it
says...
look like it'd be fun to jump through?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I jumped through it.
All right, cool, boom. and you have just disappeared through that thing, and we'll pick up with Leo shortly. So Leo just jumped into the coffin and promptly disappeared, folks. What would you like to do? Yep.
Well,
what is happening in there? Is it dead?
I don't know.
Yes, it's gone.
Oh, it's been
The
dealt with.
ghost lady killed it and disappeared, but then young Master Leo just jumped into the box and he's gone too.
But I guess
So Goodwin's gonna
she's out of
promptly
the job.
run after him, take all the
Bye,
damage
Sarah.
that he takes, and leap right in.
Yep, cool. So that's going to be about 25 feet. So 1 second. It's going to be, I'll tell you now, it's 2d4 per 5 feet that you move across the spiky bits.
Yep.
So 10d4, that will be 26 slashing damage as he also leaps into the swirling mist and disappears.
What are people doing?
Well, I guess we have found or located our crevice of dusk, or whatever you would prefer
Dust.
to call it. Yeah, whatever. It's up to you what you want to call it. But look, this is going to be a hole from which we can jump. We'll go end back in Neverwinter, where we came from. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. We're going to end up exactly where we want.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
can I dexterously start trying to tiptoe my way through the blades toward the thing?
Come on,
Well,
surely
Instead of just
100%.
running across to slash myself to pieces.
there is a better way.
100% you can try.
What should I roll?
Acrobatics, I guess.
I hop up on his shoulders.
Acrobatics.
Can I
Sure.
catch a ride?
Yeah, you can. Totally. I'll
As
allow
he's
that. I'm going to
beating
need the
down.
acro with disadvantage, though.
Well, I just rolled.
seems like a bad choice.
Oh, it's disadvantage though. That might ruin my nat 20.
I was joking. It's fine. Qualic's tiny compared to you.
I'm
That's what I
small.
thought.
I mean, I can just go along the wall. I just thought it'd be more flavor fun to
No, that's
catch a
that's
ride
hilarious.
on the doctor.
However, Doc Hobble, you are going to take 25 points of slashing damage because no matter
Oh.
how careful you are,
Go.
the shit's so packed in, there's no way through it
Oh no! Don't step there.
without getting cut up
Ooh.
on it as you go through. Yeah,
Ah, that looked
sorry.
like it hurt. Oh no! Don't step. Oh,
there is no save against this.
You know, this would be a lot better without your commentary. Just saying.
no! I'm just trying to help.
How
Just,
you, like,
you know how
Oh,
you're
well,
stepping on every single
thanks.
one of these blades. Try stepping not on them.
As they get to the halfway
Try to
point, I'd
keep
like
that in mind.
to just misty step.
Yes. Artoria appears above the coffin for a moment and then just like falls through and disappears as you guys are halfway over.
The last thing you hear as you disappear is smart ass.
There's more to that one, I think, than we previously assumed.
Eldon is going to move over to like the closest point over near where Flower Child is and start looking nervously at making the trek across.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we need to get Eldon keyword across safely. I do have an idea. It's not something that I really want to spend a 5th level spell slot on, but I will if I have to. All right. Looks like I am. I can cast Bigby's hand and carry him over. I would imagine.
You could definitely do that.
Because it can grapple a huge or smaller creature, and I think it has the ability to float through the air, so it can pick him up.
Before you get a chance to cast a spell, you can see he's kind of eyeing Flower Child 4 up and down a little bit, and he's like, you're quite strong, aren't you, sir?
Hmm?
Do you think, I'm kind of small.
Pick him up, throw him.
Thank you. Roll me an athletics check.
Go for the 3-pointer. Please.
Yeah, you get it. 18, yeah, cool. So,
He bounces off the
Eldon,
rim a couple times.
Yeah, boom, boom, and then straight. He's like, ow, 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 made it, I'm okay. And you're starting to get the sense that Eldon's actually quite adventurous, now that he's out of the cage that he was in. And, he's down with that. So he's like, boop, boop, he gets through. And finally, Doc Hobble and...
with blades in my shins going, I'm
Yeah.
glad you're having a good time at this. Ow.
Right, you make it over. The only one that has to get over now is Flower Child 4.
So everybody's left now, I take it, and I'm just kind of staring. Like, I walk back up and I look back out and I'm contemplating whether
You
to
see
stay.
Maurice rolling towards you in his hoop snake form. He does like a circle around you and then just launches over the spikes and through the portal as well.
All right,
Sorry, go on.
And then I'm thinking, should I actually stay in the Shadow Realm or should I go back? And then I'm trying to contemplate it. And then I see everybody else kind of disappearing. It's a little bit dark in here. And he's like, oh, I'm a little bit scared of the dark. And then I kind of walk to the edge and then I just start slowly clubbing the floor and walk slowly towards this coffin.
So no damage, obviously. She's going to boom, boom, boom your way all the way along there. What I will say as well, that's as in the last moment, we just see both the eyeball camera and the drift globe, because the drift globe is designed to follow its user if they move a certain distance away from it. So I'm going to say if they both sort of at the last moment, you see Flower Child go through the mist and the eyeball and the drift globe dip through together and we fade to black.
You said there was a silver plaque there before I go in?
Yes.
It comes in my pocket.
Okay, that's going to require another athletics check because it's still attached. It has words on it as well.
Gee, I wonder if the barbarian's going to get a good athletics check.
Yeah, right.
21.
Yeah, you're fine. Blink like it's ripping off a sticker off of a wall or something. Yep, cool. No problem. So you go through with that. These things follow through, and we fade to black.
He's got a pocket full of coins that's completely covered in blood.
Oh, I forgot I had the wand of fireballs. I could have cast fire. Anyway.
You all find yourself falling through a similar kind of transition as you did on the way to the Shadowfell. Almost in reverse.
Oh, damn it. Again.
As it comes to an end, you find yourselves in a nondescript tomb in what appears to be Neverwinter's graveyard. Somewhere in the Pauper's graveyard. It seems you're on the poorer side of things. The mausoleums are smaller graves. The name on the tomb that you appear in is illegible. Appears to be very old. But there is a carved phrase, barely legible above the tomb's doorway, that says, "Home again, to rest forever." From here, you may return to Lord Neverember if you wish and report what has happened. You may go and investigate the crypt that you first went into to see what may have happened there. But we're going to sort of we're not going to go room by room, any of that kind of stuff. We're just, what would you guys like to do? And we'll sort of streamline roleplay through it a little bit. I'll let you know what's going on in those places.
Broad
We
strokes.
have a mission. Just saying.
Yeah. I agree with the questionable doctor. I think we had an agreement with Lord Neverember, and I'm sure Sir Altris Goodman will be keen to get back and report everything that's happened here. If we could, at least for me, I think for the time being, I would like to return to the what is it, a tomb where we interrupted the ritual and locate the remaining prisoners. The fish person, whatever his name was, he was named what was it? It was like sushi or something like this. And those that we left with him or her, them, don't want to misgender the fish, and then return them also as well. But I would defer to someone else to return them to Lord Neverember, perhaps Altris Goodman, if he is willing. I must report to Lord Neverember. I almost said Neverwinter. You need to stop saying that. Gets me in lots of trouble.
Well, he is the Lord Protector of Neverwinter.
Yeah. I can see why you get confused. But no, his name, Lord Neverember, his city, Neverwinter, is very confusing. He should probably go somewhere else or change his name, perhaps a stage name. But yes, I'm sure you're keen to report back. Now, I have a many.
And I'll just come in and say, so just tell Lord Nevermind what's going down.
No, never mind. No, now I have a third name in my
Yes. So tell Lord Nevergender that we have rescued the people that he sent us here.
Four names.
I am so confused.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're saying.
Where
Oh,
are we?
yes, you were here.
Lord Neverbender.
Neverbender, yeah. So tell him that we found the people that he sent for us to search, and I will be awaiting shipment for what he promised. And he knows where to send it.
Right away. And Altris is going to take a knee near Leo and say, you are more than welcome to come with me, or you can stay with these people and uncover a bit more about this mystery. The choice is yours. And Leo's going to be like, ew, get away. I'm a fully grown kid. And I don't need a babysitter or anything. And Leo's going to be like, okay. And try to like hide the hurt on his face. He's like, I shall report to Lord Neverwinter. And he's gonna walk away.
And then I walks away and say, "Don't worry, we'll take good care of the kid." And then pass him a bottle of spirits.
Hey, have you ever committed a crime before?
As they're before you get into as they're heading off, Eldon sort of steps up. I'll come with you. I'd like to speak to Dagot myself. And he turns to the rest of them. Thank you very much for what I must say was quite a daring rescue, friends. I'm sure you've been promised rewards by our Lord Neverember already, but I assure you I am in your debt. And if I can help you with anything in the future, please do come and seek me out. Thank you. And he walks over to you, Qualek, and he holds out a hand to like shake your hand.
Qualek like reaches over, but like instead of grabbing his hand, he'll grab his forearm, forearm to forearm, and he pulls him in close. And
hello.
You know what's coming as well as I do.
Yes. I do. That's why I said, if you need help, believe me, I will be hitting the books as soon as I get home.
Anything that you find, I will be much appreciated if you could share that knowledge. Yeah?
Absolutely. Rest assured.
And he sort of lets go of his forearm and he puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, well, it's been a pleasure traveling with you thus far, Mr. Keyword. Do not be a stranger. And he'll relay to this guy where Qualek has his house in the city.
Yep, sweet. No problem. I was going to ask you about that. Would you think you'd have somewhere maybe on the dock somewhere?
I think Qualek probably maintains his residence away from the docks. He would have, business operations that would run through the docks, run to the river and all that kind of stuff, or even, probably taking shipments under bridges. There's a number of bridges that I see enter into the city.
We are all going to be given, like something by Neverember, provided everything went as well as you think it did, that being housing. But I think you work out an alternative deal because you already have that. So I was going to say there is if you look over here where I've just pinged, there's a little dock location and then a residence on the other side of the wall that you could have as Qualek's set up if you like. So
that'd be kind of nice. He can keep it.
You've got a home in the Blue Lake District, which is nice, in the swanky kind of area of town, and then you've got something on the docks as a business front as well. That will be cool.
I like it.
So with that, Eldon will take that note. Now, did you give him the dock address or the Blue Lake address?
I would have given him probably the Blue Lake address because any information that he gets, he wants it delivered directly to him. I know I have a what's it called? Butler? I don't want to say butler.
Yeah.
Housekeeper. Chamberlain Hubert, the half orc.
Yeah, absolutely. Eldon will kind of like nod to that, and he's like, "Oh, we're nearly neighbours.
Yes.
Just down the road."
If you have
Right, well,
anything, just report back to there. Just let Hubert know that this one is regarding Project 1I, yeah?
1I? Okay,
1I.
no problem. All right. Well, thank you very much again, everyone, and I'll see you again soon, I'm sure. And he heads off with Sir Goodman and whoever else was heading off that way. I think probably just Sir Goodman, right? And him. Yep, sweet. I will say, Artoria, you can still feel Numi's presence nearby. She hasn't vanished. Like she's followed you through the portal by the seams of things. She's just, yeah, hanging about.
Interesting. I think that's going to be a thing to bother the doctor with wherever he's going. Like, you're a doctor. You know lots of things about stuff. I mean, you told me all about the whole reptile thing. Is it normal, when you heal something from the dead back to the life, that you can still kind of feel it a bit?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you mean as if you're still feeling the presence of someone you've sent some?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, that lady that I brought and made her walk through the spikes, and she killed the bad guy. Yeah, I can still kind of feel her hanging around. That's normal, right?
Oh, sure, kid. Yeah. Take a swig of my spirits. Yeah, that's absolutely what they're supposed to do.
She believes him 100%.
Well, now that as Doc Hovel speaks on his spirits, he has handed you a glass with some of it in there. You have that. Whatever you choose to do with it is up to you.
You call this spirits. It's like ghosts.
It's
Ghost in a
alcohol.
jar. Ghost in a jar.
Yeah.
She's very confused, and we'll carry it with her.
All right. So will you guys want to investigate the catacombs that you were in before to see what happened to your leftover prisoners? We're not going to go over to the map and go all the way in there. I'm just going to let you know what's kind of gone down.
Yeah.
That's
so
the plan.
when you go back in there, you find very little evidence that the cultists were even there. There are still bodies of the creatures that you killed, but the dead cultists are gone. The prisoners that you found are no longer in the room that you left them. There is nobody in the room where you left them with Shanzazam, but there is also no sign of any struggle in that room. You do, however, find in the very far northwestern corner that you didn't manage to explore the dead body of one Indringer Lands and Settle.
Loot.
Do we see any unconscious body of a tiefling?
Body of a tiefling. Roll me a d20.
Five.
A 5? Yes. The motionless body of Auntie Lizzie is exactly where you left it. But there is no trace of the cult.
Loot.
Loot, yes, I'm getting there.
I'm just like, fuck, this is deep. It's like, loot!
Already got half her boots off.
Do you want me to tell you what she has on her?
I wouldn't actually. No, that's
Are
disrespectful.
you looting Auntie Lizzie? No, I thought he was looting the...
No, I was going to loot Auntie Lizzie too, but that's more of a joke. That seems
Right,
disrespectful.
so what does she have? She's unarmed, unarmored. Right, so the room that she's in, the crypt that she's in smells like a sewer, just for one. There's a mattress atop a low shelf. The clothing she's wearing looks like it was once fine. But it's in tatters. A silk scarf wrapped around her, but she is well dead. Looks like her throat was slit. She has. Okay.
This is the other person that we found, yeah?
Yeah, this is the other. This is the one you failed to
Auntie
find.
Lizzie there.
Yeah.
Strange. Can I, or Qualek rather, maybe see if there's something he can roll here to see if more time has passed or if we've come back to the same place? Definitely. Nothing's been changed. It's strange that
You can.
everything's gone. We were gone for like a full day though, in the Shadowfell, so I guess it makes sense.
Did anyone happen to talk to anyone? I mean, you didn't really leave the graveyard. You guys came straight here after the others broke off, right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be no else. I mean,
But if there's
you
like
could roll
significant amount of
nature from when
time,
you were outside.
yeah, like if the sun's in a
yeah.
different spot.
Extra, it's
Yeah.
2 days later.
I mean, roll me. Maybe you'll find that out later, but we'll see. Roll me a nature check
It's just fucking
from
shit. You know what?
retroactively from when you were outside.
Inspiration, because fuck that
Okay.
7. We'll go with the 10 instead then, I suppose.
Well, with a 10, you can tell that it's definitely daytime.
Yeah.
Probably like close to midday or maybe a little before. The temperature feels right for the Neverwinter that you left. The weather seems right for the Neverwinter that you left. And then also give me investigation as you're going down into the tomb.
All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Oh my god.
Wow. But even with a 14, you can see clear signs of blood having been scrubbed in certain places, like where the cultist bodies have been removed. Those areas have been cleaned. So, like I said, every trace of the cult has been scrubbed from the. It's almost as if they realized, maybe with your presence showing up, that the jig was up and they needed to get out of Neverwinter. And they scrubbed their presence of the place, killed any of the prisoners that they had left, i.e., Andrina, and just left them for dead. Because as far as they were aware, no one should know. And you guys disappeared through a rift into another plane from what they saw. But it was still time to go.
It seems as though they've taken great pains to hide their passage here. This is not good. This tells me that there are more cells still active, at least within the city after we left.
And maybe, who knows? But yeah, that's what you find. There's no treasure left. Anything that was there was cleared out. And yeah, that's basically the state of things back there. So you did fail to save one of the prisoners, and her body is there for recovery, and so is Auntie Lizzie's.
Yeah, look, we'd recover her body, but Leo, does Leo come with us? Is he seeing this?
Leo would see her, but I don't know if Leo would recognize her in the slightest, though.
Who's the old lady?
You still wearing the ring?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. I think you might get some kind of weird tingle from the ring when you look at the body, but you're not going to get anything beyond that at this stage, I don't think. You will notice that, however, that her horns are kind of similar to yours. They have similar coloring. But that's about all you would recognize. You get similar color horns. Tiefling lady. Looks kind of old. To you, anyway, she looks ancient.
Yeah, she shouldn't have come with us. We offered to put her out to pasture with a knife, but she insisted on just coming.
Should probably get her out of here. Both of them. Get both of these out of here. And Leo's gonna try to like look around the general area to try and find a car or something.
Yeah, you'll be able to fashion a car. They didn't take the furniture. There's
just chuck Auntie Lizzie over the shoulder.
Oh, okay, that makes it easier.
Cool.
Leo tries to lift the other one up just to appear tough, and it's probably gonna struggle.
Yeah, no problem. Roll me a strength check. Athletics, I suppose.
I'll do one just in case.
I'm sorry, that's...
You don't need to bother. With your modifier, jeez. Yeah, even a 14. No, that's fine. I'm not looking for a lot here.
Lizzie and Leo have the same athletics, so
Okay,
let's go
yeah.
with 9.
So yeah, you're gonna struggle a little bit, but you will be able to carry Andrina out. It'll just take a little while. You know, you don't actually drop her, but you come close a couple of times.
Look at us, two really strong.
Would we drop her less times if I rolled a medicine check to actually make a makeshift what do you call it?
Stretcher.
Gurney, yeah. A stretcher.
Well,
That's it.
Leo did already suggest that, and then Failchild was just like boom over the shoulder, and then they went with that. So if you want to start making one, you can, but I think we're going to be halfway down the corridor by the time you finish.
Yep. So she's battered around, beaten.
Well, she's already dead, so it's, I'm talking about Andrina, because it's Flower Child that has Auntie Lizzie. So,
all right.
Yeah. So that's all cool. All right, so yeah, you guys retrieve the bodies. Obviously, you'll return. Adrena will need to be returned to probably Castle Never, so that things can be, sorted out with her family and such. Auntie Lizzie,
she's staying with me. I'm gonna see what we're doing next, and then I'm gonna take her.
Okay, no problem. So you're just gonna walk around with a body over your shoulder through the city? Yeah. Yeah, cool, no problem. You will get a few strange looks on the way over, but you do have the badges that designate you as members of the Protectors Watch, the Protectors. So they assume that this is maybe a fallen hero or a criminal that you're bringing in. They're not really sure. You're getting the looks, but no one bothers you. So you guys head back to the castle now, or is there anything else you'd like to do between here and there?
No, Qualek. The reason why he sent Goodman to bring back news of what happened first is Qualek is going to return home first.
Yep, no problem.
And maybe even as he's watching them pick up the bodies and carry them out, he might, just wipe his face a little bit. And as we're leaving, he might be to Leo, boy, sometimes it's best just to let the dead lie, Their troubles are over. Ours are only just beginning.
What a creepy thing to say.
Yeah. You'll get used to it. Look, I know you're probably alone here now in the city. I would like to offer my hospitality to you if you would be willing to take it. I think you are a boy of a lot of potential in you, I guess. And I think you could fit right in with my family, so to speak.
Leo's gonna sort of have his instinctive I don't need anyone else to take care of me. I'm a fully grown boy. But he's gonna suppress the instinct to rejection straight away and say, "I'll think about it."
I know that you have been treated by a lot of people around you as if you're just a child, as if you can't make decisions for yourself. Let me assure you that with me, with us, I'll give you the opportunity to live up to your full potential. We'll not be holding you back, and I will not be telling you what to do. Rather, I will be giving you an opportunity to do things that you will not be able to do with others. But this is your decision to make. If you want to find me, he tells you where his address is. You just make your way here. You talk to my Chamberlain, Hubert? I think his name's Hubert or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, you know where to find me. I'm going to go rest. It's been a long day.
Thank you.
Quite heads off home. So the rest of you to the castle, or
as they head towards the castle, I'm just gonna take a right and just start walking away.
Yeah, okay, no problem. With Auntie
It's fun. See you later.
Yeah.
And so you take Auntie Lizzie with you?
Yep.
All right, cool, no problem. So Flower Child sort of wanders off. And so
the reason why I'm taking Aunt Lizzie, because she was the only one nice to me when we first started this thing. She was the one who like gave me the time, and she, in theory, protected me that first ever game. So I'm just gonna wander off into the wilderness with her.
Okay, no problem.
Not weird at all.
I take that. Yeah.
Are we okay? Okay.
I mean,
none of you don't seem to have an issue with what's happening. So
I mean, if any of them do, well, now's the time to raise it.
I don't have strong enough insight into what's going on to be the one to raise it. So I'm just like, well, okay.
Nora thinks this is normal.
They seem close.
It's nothing but an object to Qualek now.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, whether it's strange or not, I mean, Leo wouldn't know any different. The ring is oddly quiet at the moment. So who all is actually going to end up at the castle? Excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm gonna end up at the castle.
Yeah.
I'm following him.
Yeah.
He seems like he knows what's going on. He's told really
Cool,
important life
yeah.
lessons. So
I'm carrying the body, so I'll be there.
Yeah. Cool, no problem. All right, so you guys get to the castle, at which point you're informed that Lord Neverember is in fact out at his manor awaiting your return, and you get escorted out there. I'm not gonna, it's not that far. Like, it's just down the road a little bit. So you get brought over to there. I'll bring you over to the map. Just so, and again, this isn't for. You don't have to be moving around and doing stuff on here. I'm just gonna bring you in to see what kind of what's.
As I go into his manor, I'm gonna say, "Wow, look! I've seen the city you're running. How do you afford this place?"
That's a bit rough considering you've seen barely any of the city that he's running. I had just put you all at the entrance here, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm just going to reveal the room that you really need to see, which is kind of this one. So you guys get ushered through into one of the parlor rooms again, where you find Lord Neverember, one of his chief guard, chief protector Isilrid. You also find Sarcel, Umberto, and Shanzazum, all here. So and they will explain to you that after the big kaboom, they kind of figured you guys weren't coming back, so they made their own way out and came here. And
technically, only one part of the actual party came back, and then 2 random people have turned up.
I mean, that's kind of true. So yeah, Neverember gives Doc Hovel a bit of a quizzical look as you guys enter. The rest of your friends, are they okay?
Well, look, we had some complications. When I say complications, I mean we kind of ended up in another dimension of death and horror and made our way back here. And
yes. So Goodman has, who you also notice is standing there as well, has informed us of that part. But as far as I knew, the rest of the your team, or at least most of you, made it back to the city. Where are they?
you know, I wish I could tell you. The boy just went off somewhere. The old man just spun into a hoop. Where did you find these people? I mean, I get that you're at a last-ditch attempt, but wow.
The same place I found you, friend.
And that's your problem.
Well, look. I assure you, we did the best we could with what we had available. Again, you were one of them. So, and you seem to have gotten at least most of the job done. I mean, 3 out of 4 is better than them all being dead. So, it's at this point he sees Leo with Indrina over his shoulder. Lad, if you'd like to just maybe bring her over here and place her on the couch.
Just drenched in sweat from lugging this body to halfway across the city.
Yeah, sure thing.
At which point,
as you can see, I kind of replaced the other members of the party, so they're good.
I've been told that he's actually a full-grown boy.
Yes. That is true. I am a full-grown boy.
Excellent. Well,
Leo's gonna like instantly lock his eyes on this fishman. Is obsessed with the fishman.
hello, young one.
What are you?
Oh, me? I'm Tatum.
Oh, I forgot he sounded like fucking Admiral Akbar.
Sorry, what? I didn't quite catch that. Can you try to say that again?
I'm Tatum.
He said
Unsavory? Unsavory? Are you? What's unsavory?
He's No.
Jason Statham?
Okay, you can call me Jason Statham.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is Ham Station.
Ham Station.
Ham Station.
Well, lovely to meet
this
you.
guy is like well dressed, like robes, everything. He's got little like like a little headset with an eyepiece kind of on, like it's like a little monocle that's a telescopic thing, so we can like get into clockwork kind of gears and stuff.
Oh, he's so fancy.
Yeah, he's pretty fancy. Yeah.
I think it's a good trade-off for the woman who died.
Okay, so
Too soon?
Who said that? Who's getting the death stares from everyone in the room? Was that you, Sven?
Yeah, it was
That
me.
was Sven.
Fortunately, Qualek's not in the room.
Qualek's
so you
thinking
guys get
that on
away
his
with
way
that.
back home. Yeah, we lost one woman, but we did save a fish person, and he's much larger than that woman was. So I feel that that's a good, pound for pound. We traded up.
Hilarious. All right, so to wrap all of this up, first things first with Indrina, the captain of the guard may have a little more going on than it appears. So is Isarud?
What's this guy?
Isarud moves over to the couch where Indrina's been laid down and begins preparing some kind of ritual. If you ask, you'll be informed that he's intending to bring her back from the dead. There are contingencies for rich people can afford to pay for contingencies, right? So they give money to perhaps Neverember, not Neverember, probably more so to the government itself to come and perform the resurrection rituals as needed if anything were to happen to them, especially ones that are as famous and well loved as this one around the city. It would be a tragedy to have to tell the city that their beloved Indrina had been killed by cultists. So that's not going to happen, and that's going to be in process. You won't see the completion of the ritual. It's going to take a bit of time. Neverember will inform you that with the safe recovery of the other three, you are at least entitled to 3/4 of the gold reward that the families had prepared. So that will be, let me just do some maths.
But they're bringing her back to life.
Yes, they are.
They can just take the
Do
cost of that.
you reckon they'll keep the skin on?
Yeah.
You'll maybe find out the next time you see her.
Is it hard to keep the skin on?
It's so hard. It's like I just either make bones or it's
Yeah.
So you're
You don't
given
need skin anyway, right? Really? It's like this.
overrated.
It's like a candy wrapper. Just take
Exactly.
It off the best bits.
It's
by this
cut,
either.
sunburned.
But no, you're given a total of 6,750 gold pieces to share among the party. It is handed to Doc Hovel, as he is the only remaining original party member that actually showed up to collect the reward. Doc Hovel, you are also handed a collection of land deeds.
Could you
to
please
properties,
repeat the amount again?
6,750.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you are expected to divvy that up among the party. That's
Of course I bloody am, but holy shit, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there was a bunch of nobles that you saved, and their families got the money together. So reasonable, I think. Lord Neverember also hands you a collection of deeds to various properties around the city, as you were promised, and lets you know that one in particular has been marked for Qualek, and the others you may choose from as you see fit. Take one each, like one residence each, and then return the rest of the documents. So that will then allow you guys to choose. We'll go back to the Neverwinter map now. You might have noticed that we had some yellow circles on the map. Some of them are some residences or sections, things that you already have set up, but the yellow circles with black rings around them, they are either clusters of buildings that are all together that are empty, single buildings that would be good for one person, or larger buildings that have multiple living spaces within them. So if you wanted to, all bunk together, you could get a cluster or one of these larger buildings. But you are all entitled to a home in Neverwinter now. Each one of you that took part in the quest, even those of you that weren't originally on the mission, Neverember tells you, Doc Hovel, that look, if you had losses and other people stepped in to fill the gap, like each of them that helped.
He's like Oprah.
And I'll make sure to name all of the ones who stuck out with us, and give honorable mentions to the ones who,
He will also say, do you tell him about Auntie Lizzie?
Oh, I'd better tell him about Auntie Lizzie, hadn't I? She,
well, you said you were going to tell him about all the ones that, and then trail off.
So it's worth mentioning that one of the guys is alive, for heaven's sake, and he went off with the body. So I'll be sure to give him the gold. So at least we know that one's good. As good as he can be. Okay, so you said you still have your fallen friend's body, or your other friend has the body. That's right. He just kind of took a right turn while we were on the way here. Okay, well, if you can find him and get him to bring the body back here, like tomorrow or the next day, like whenever, the captain here can perform a similar ritual if you like. Like this, it's the least we can do. Well, in that case, I'm going to see if I can track down our childy friend. Which I think it's getting on. It's like 10:47 now, so that will probably be stuff we look at next session. Yeah. But basically, as it's wrapped up, the cult, there's no trace of them. You've been given your rewards. You each get a home within Neverwinter. One thing I will let you know, Leo, is that over the next day or so, you get tracked down, and you have no idea how anyone knows what they know or whatever. Like, that might be something you have to look into. But there's a tavern. This tavern was the one that you were looking forward to going and seeing a particularly well-known tiefling bard perform at. Apparently, that bard had a room at the tavern. And you have no idea why, but when they didn't return, it was written into some instructions that were left with the tavern keepers that room should pass to you, and it's paid up for the rest of the year. So you have a room at the Infernum Tavernus, which is just off of the Chasm District, not far from the Doctor's Hovel, where Doc Hovel has his clinic. So you have that already, and you still get an addition. You still get given a deed to your own place as well. So that's something you have. Sir Goodman also has a residence next to another group of empty properties. This one is actually one I like and I think would be kind of cool. So it's situated here in between the House of Knowledge and the Goodman residence, and there's this little string of like houses on a street with a little tower at the back that could be a little wizard's tower. That's kind of cool. So if you want to just take those, you can, but like totally up to you. You can pick any of the spots that are there. And basically what's going to happen is some time will pass. It may be days, it may be weeks, it may be months, it may be years.
Centuries.
So in that time, have a think about what you would like to be doing pursuant to what you've just experienced. It can be absolutely anything. I will let you know that you have heard tell from the guard that there is apparently a young red dragon terrorizing some of the smaller villages in the Neverwinter Wood. It seems to have perhaps come down from Mount Hope now. So that's a job to be done if you would like to take that on in the meantime. And also that there have been whispers of some strange activity around some of the temples in the city. So that might be something you would like to investigate as well. So possible things for us to look into next session while we wait and see what happens.
Alrighty, and we survived chapter 1.
That you do. Also,
Well,
speaking of surviving chapter 1,
most of us did.
those of you that are here may indeed proceed to level 11.
Oh, level 11. Yep.
Yes.
Look out! You thought Artoria was crazy before. Woo! Ooh-wee.
Yeah. So yeah, level 11, chapter 2 will commence. Basically, chapter 2 will commence next week, but the amount of time that passes in between now and then is indeterminate.
Indeterminate amount of time.
We'll have a chat. We'll
Exciting.
figure out what you want to try and get done. As far as maybe researching things goes, because the other thing to let everyone know is that this link to Vecna that you acquired is not gone just because you've gotten back from the Shadowfell. You guys will be intermittently receiving flashes of perhaps, the similar kind of thing of the image of Vecna reeling power in from around the multiverse, and your dreams are probably haunted by this. So it's not like it's just nothing's going on. That's an ever-present, you might go a week or two without one, and then you have that dream again.
We're going to be doing some Delta Green-esque home scenes. I dig it. I love it. All right.
Perhaps.
Well,
but yes, that's what we'll be looking at. So thank you very much. Well, it's really cool. That's the conclusion of chapter 1.
Finished chapter 1. Woo! Still alive. All right. Speaking of home scenes, for those people at home, make sure you check out Fruit Bowl Dice. If you're thinking about buying some dice, it's the only place in the world where you can get dice. Don't even bother Googling it. Like, it's fruitbowldice.com. It's in the chat. It's the only place. So yeah, make sure you check that out. 10% off right now. Tax back 10, as well as the affiliate code Crit and Miss for a free gift of some sort. We'll be back again next week, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, AEST, as we like to call it, to keep things short. And this Thursday for Beck and Blackest Night, which is our Curse of Street actual play. What? Curse of who? Curse of Street. Yep.
Curse of Stride?
Curse of Street.
Who's that guy?
It's the Curse of the Street. It's like a Fast and Furious / Curse of Stride crossover. It's going to be a good time. It's all about family.
It's all about family.
The Screaming Furious.
Vampires and street racing. Actually, now I want to actually make that happen. That sounds great.
Can we do that?
Yeah,
Totally.
But yeah, we'll be back again on Thursday night, 8:30, same time, same place, right here on Crit and Miss Role Playing Games. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been great. My
Good night.
20 has
Tabletop
been
audio for the lovely ambience.
30 years. Thank you for coming as well. Good night.